God has been answering my prayers like non-stop. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Juliana for anyone who is new here. 3 weeks ago, I started this challenge. I challenged myself to completely transform my life before the end of the year. When I started, I had 100 days and now I believe I have 80 days left. I was basically just working on every aspect of my life, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and more specifically spiritually, my prayers. I wanted to improve my prayers. Last week, I posted a video here on YouTube talking about how I've been transforming my prayers, what I've been doing differently to make my prayers more purposeful, meaningful, intentional, and I've been able to experience a lot of my prayers being answered, and I've been able to recognize it more, and my faith and testimony has just improved quite a bit over the last 3 weeks of doing this. I actually got a comment on that video. T-Bone commented, "Can you give examples of what prayers God has answered?" Which is a great opportunity for me to share with you guys what prayers I have experienced being answered over the last 3 weeks. So before I go straight into giving you guys examples of different prayers that have been answered over the last 3 weeks, I wanted to just mention that I feel like my prayers have always been answered throughout my entire life. It's just that more recently, since I started this transformation journey and I've been working on my prayers, a lot more of my prayers have been answered, and I've been able to recognize it better, partly just because my faith and trust in God has really improved. I've been able to put more intention behind my prayers and actually just like ask more specific things, and it's been really helping faith, my testimony, and I've just seen so much more blessings coming out of my life. So one thing I've been doing in the transformation of my prayers is recording my prayers in a journal. It gives me an opportunity to reflect on the actual prayer, see what I was asking for, and I'm able to look back on it a couple days later, a week later, even 3 weeks later, and realize, oh, I've been answered, or that prayer has been answered, or that prayer is in the middle of being answered. If you want to see how else I've been transforming my prayers, you can go ahead and watch that video. Otherwise, I'm going to be responding in this video to that comment, which is, can you give examples of what prayers God has answered? So over the last 3 weeks, since I've really been putting a lot more effort into my prayers, being more intentional, as well as just this whole transformation journey, I've seen a lot of blessings in my life. My prayers have gotten better, and I've been able to recognize when God is blessing me, when He's answering me. Some of them are personal, so I won't be sharing all of them, but I will share what I can. Alright, so I'm just going to be going through my little prayer journal here, and I'll be kind of looking at what I've been asking for and kind of share with you what I've been given answers to. So throughout the beginning of this 3-week period where I've been recording my prayers, working on my transforming my life, I've been praying a lot at the very beginning in the first few days for discipline. Basically, I would say, I want to build discipline. I want to be able to learn from my mistakes, improve. I want to overcome challenges. I want to be able to see this transformation journey challenge all the way to the end. Help me to be more motivated, help me to be focused and disciplined. Yeah, so that's kind of been like a big thing, is just having more motivation and discipline. So it's important to know that I'm someone, usually when things get hard, I usually give up. I have only a million different projects that are half finished, because when things get hard, I just give up and go to something new. So I've really been praying a lot that that's not going to be the case with this transformation journey, that I will be able to finally overcome that really bad habit or weakness of mine. So far, so good. I mean, I'm at 3 weeks now, and I'm surprised and proud that I even made it this far, and I'm still feeling motivated. Like, of course, there's some days that I feel less motivated to do what I wanted to do, like get up early and work out, those kinds of things. But overall, I'm still very motivated to completely improve and change my life. So God has definitely been helping me with that. Also, I've been praying a lot for strength to overcome weaknesses and trials and challenges. Now, there's a funny saying that be careful what you ask for when you pray, because God will give it to you. And so, for example, if you ask for patience, God is going to give you opportunities to grow your patience, which means it's going to be tested. So think about it this way. How do you grow muscles on your body? You work them out. It's the same way with any sort of aspect or any kind of quality that you're looking for. And so for me, I've been asking for strength to overcome challenges. So of course, God gives me opportunities to be tested. He gives me challenges so that I am able to overcome those. He's been giving me a bunch of little small challenges over the last 3 weeks, and I've been able to overcome them. And I think he's just been really helping me like get that confidence in myself that I can overcome little challenges. And he's sort of been helping me, you know, kind of take the baby steps. And then I had this really big challenge last week. I guess that's where I've really been able to see that God has been giving me that strength to overcome challenges. So if you don't know, I mentioned it in the other video, but I published books, journals on Amazon KDP. And then all of a sudden I got a email saying my account was terminated, which is really crazy because I didn't do what they said I did. And it was a really big deal to me because I was like, this is so unfair, and this is a huge opportunity that was taken away from me. And that was a big challenge for me because I had a lot of things going forward that I was hoping to publish on Amazon, and Amazon KDP was like a huge part of my goals, future goals. And so I was like really frustrated. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna overcome this challenge. I don't know. First, of course, I was really just in shock, and I didn't react the nice way. I was very like, why God, why does this happen to me, you know, kind of thing. But I humbled myself and I prayed and I just asked for forgiveness for being so easily shaken with my faith. And I just, you know, was just like, okay, I need to trust in thee. I need to trust in thy process, trust that thou has a plan for me, trust that there's a reason why this happened, and everything's gonna be okay. And I was able to kind of walk away from that experience feeling totally okay. Like, okay, not totally okay if I'm being honest, but like very calm, at peace with it. Just thinking like, you know what, this is not the end of the world. I'll be able to move on. I'll find a new way to be able to publish my books and stuff in the future. And yes, I'm very upset about it, and yes, it's unfair, but I felt peace, and which is not something I would normally feel when I come to these kinds of challenges. For example, back in the summer, me and my husband and his family went to Korea, and we went to Philippines. I got this skin treatment done before coming back to Canada to help with the scarring, and I actually ended up getting a lot more scars than I had started with. So it was kind of like a fail, I guess, and I was super upset about it because, you know, like when you don't feel confident with the way you look and you paid money to have something that's supposed to make you feel better or make it look better, and then it didn't work, it did the opposite, it made it worse. I was very upset, and it took me a very long time to kind of get over that and accept it. But in this case, this was a big deal for me as well, just as big or the same, I would say. And I was able to take it a lot more calmly and get over it very quickly and move forward with my life. When the skin thing happened, it was weeks where I was just like depressed and sad, and I was like, oh, this sucks, woe is me, and I couldn't accept it. But in this case, I was able to overcome that challenge quite quickly within a day or two. And of course, I'm still sad that I had that opportunity happen, or that opportunity take away from me, that challenge, but I trust and believe that, you know, everything's gonna work out. And oddly enough, today when I was going to make this video, so one thing I was also praying about is like, yes, I trust in thee, I trust that this happened for a reason, but I was praying and I was asking like, if there's any way possible, can there be some miracle that will happen, that my account will be fixed, you know, be able to give me back my account, which is very rare. Most people will say that if you get your account terminated, it's very hard to get it back. So I had like almost zero hope and chance, but I was like, whatever, I'll just pray for it anyways. And funny enough, today I got an email saying my account has been reinstated. This is a week after, and I went back and forth with these people. They told me like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 times, no, we're not going to give you your account, it's canceled, even though I kept saying, hey, I didn't do what you said. Anyways, long story short, I'm pretty sure it's reinstated. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's promising. Even if it doesn't work out 100%, that's totally fine. But the point is, I was able to overcome this challenge way better than I have ever been able to face challenges before. So that is an answer to my prayer, and also an answer to the fact that I am possibly getting my account back, which is really cool. So there's that. So another example of one of my prayers being answered or continuing to be answered is I am broke. I am terribly broke and not in a very good financial situation. Literally have so much credit card debt and the interest is literally crushing, and I don't have a job currently. So I've been praying for opportunities, whether I'm going to create them or find them, to make money, to get a job, that kind of thing. And throughout the last 3 weeks, I was able to have a job interview, which is really promising. We'll see what happens there. I was also inspired to start these new side hustles, and I've been doing like flipping furniture, and for a while I wasn't able to sell anything, and I just came in here and I was praying a lot. I was praying, please help me to be able to sell one of my furnitures, please. And just the other day I sold one of my furnitures, and it was just enough money to cover my statements, which was really helpful. I don't know, financially I've just been able to get by, even though I'm not like millionaire. I'm not having money come from nowhere, but I'm able to have enough to get by. I think this prayer has been being answered, and I think it's still in the process of being answered, and finding a more long-term solution. But currently I've just been able to have exactly what I need to get by, which is really great. And financially speaking, my husband has been looking for another job opportunity, and I've been praying really hard for him to find a job opportunity that is well paying, and also just really a good opportunity for him in the future that he'll be able to use in his career, which is exactly what happened. He was applying to a bunch of jobs. A bunch of people were, getting back to him. They wanted him at this job, they wanted him at this job, but then there was this one job that just fit perfectly with his career that he's studying, and he'll be able to kind of like use it in the future, which is really cool. And he got picked, one out of a couple, I don't know how many people were applying, but he was one of the people picked, one of the few, and he is excelling. And I pray every single day, please help him to excel at this job. And every single day he keeps coming home and tells me how great he did at work, and I'm just so happy that God has been blessing him with that. So there's another answer. So over the last 3 weeks, I've had a lot of my prayers being answered. A lot of them are personal, some of them are just so like kind of small. I shared a couple with you guys, and I'm gonna share one last one just because I don't want to make this video too long, but this is a big one for me. So I've been feeling extremely lost and confused in terms of where the heck should I go in terms of like career, just because like I've been, I don't know, lacking purpose and meaning in my life. I'm like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? How can I benefit society? What am I good at? And what can I do for a career that I can find joy, fulfillment in while still being paid? So I've been praying a lot as of the last 3 weeks, just really trying to figure out like, hey God, can you please guide me to be making the right decisions, to help me get into the right path career-wise. Please inspire me, motivate me, help me figure out what it is that I want, what it is that I'm good at, what it is that Thou has planned for me, like what is my purpose. And I guess I've just been sort of overall like been doing some soul searching and just really wanting a little bit of guidance because I feel completely lost in this topic. I really felt comforted, and I felt like I've been given answers to I've been given direction on what it is that I should be doing, what it is that I can be very successful at, which I will share with you guys. So I've always wanted to do something that helps people. I've always been very passionate about helping people. I don't know what it is, but like when I think of someone who's struggling in life, struggling to see how beautiful life is, struggling with their faith, struggling with their confidence, fulfilling their dreams, like it makes me so sad. Like, I can't help it. Like, my heart breaks. And the reason why that is because I know how it feels. I literally have been going through that my entire life, and I don't know what it is, but like, I want to be able to help other people to overcome that, to help people live a happier, healthier life, and build confidence, that kind of thing. And so for a long time, I'm always doubted my capability to do that, just because I'm like, well, how can I help others if I suck at it myself? And I've been given a lot of confidence in myself recently, just thinking like, hey, you know what, you can do this. You just need to, you know, work on it step by step, you'll get there. And also just reassurance that the fact that I've gone through this myself, that I've struggled myself, might actually be the very key to my success later on in the future. So I've been praying a lot, of like asking for inspiration of what steps I need to take to get to there. A big one has been getting on here, social media, building an audience of people who could genuinely benefit from hearing my story, my experiences, and that's just like a starting point to kind of just build up that audience and build trust with people, to eventually getting to the point where I can start coaching people once I get my own life figured out. And you know, going back to school for holistic nutrition, maybe becoming a personal trainer, those kinds of things. Just like, I have a plan now, which I didn't have before, which I'm very grateful for, that I have this motivation, I have this new confidence in myself and my abilities to do this. And also I feel like I've been inspired on which path to take, and you know, just to keep moving forward with what I'm already doing, and just to keep improving and getting better. And in terms of content, it's very, very important, if you want to succeed in this kind of career path, to have a good audience. That's how you're going to be able to, one, find people to help, but also be able to make a career out of it, to make money out of it. So building my audience here on YouTube, building my audience on TikTok and on Instagram and on Facebook, over the last 2 weeks, I've been able to increase my following and my subscribers a lot. And I'm very, very grateful that I've been able to reach the right people who are interested in my content, who are interested in this transformation journey, or who find this somewhat motivating or inspiring of some sort. So I'm just very happy that God has been blessing me to figure out what path I need to take, giving me the confidence, the inspiration to keep going, and then also just like helping me figure out what decisions I need to do, which kind of steps I need to take, and then helping me with building that audience and reaching the right people. So those are some examples of how my prayers have been answered this last 3 weeks, and it's been honestly life-changing. I have never felt like I've been able to recognize so much of my prayers being answered, and I'm just so grateful that I started recording my prayers in a journal, that I actually started this transformation journey all together. I'm so grateful to God and all that He blesses me with, and how He's been blessing my life and answering my prayers. So hope that answers your question. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you want to join this little community that I'm trying to build. If you are starting your own life transformation journey, I would love to be a part of it. We can be each other's cheerleaders. I can follow you, you can follow me. We can just feel inspired from one another. So just let me know in the comments. Just say, hey, I'm starting my own transformation journey. This is my channel, this is my stuff, and then we can follow each other. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. I hope that you take the time to reflect on your life and see how God has been blessing you and how He has been answering your prayers. Remember that He answers in His own way and in His own time. So it might be a little bit, it might take you some outside the box thinking to kind of realize it, but you'll get the hang of it, and I promise God is answering your prayers, and He is there, He is listening. Have a great day, bye, and subscribe if you like.